It's a normal day. What are you staring at? Have you seen this before? Hello. In today's video, I shall be talking about 9 realistic roleplay update ideas that we have yet to see in Bloxburg. I feel like these are pretty much wanted, like at least most of these are wanted. Now, I call them realistic mainly, but they can be for like great for roleplays as well, so it could work either way. So the number one thing for role plays and for realism is having trunks for all of our cars. It's another nice, fun, small detail that has yet to be added. I've been seeing a lot that many people want trunks added in Bloxburg just because, that'd be fun to store our groceries or fun way to store, I don't know what you would actually store in there. Just to have a trunk that you can open and close with your cars and put items into. I don't want anyone saying to store bodies, okay? We won't talk about bodies. No. I mean, if you really want to, if you don't have enough room in your car and you want to transport another person, maybe, I don't... We don't talk about that. Wouldn't mind it either, especially for groceries. Yeah, why not? Put food objects back there. That'd be a great thing too. And then coming at number 2, this is another car feature, but inside the cars, I'll just sit in it. Don't look at me. But in the cars, drink carriers for the cars. So, maybe if you're sipping on something, just for realistic purposes, there could be drink carriers inside the car or slots for drinks. It's not a major feature, of course. I don't think that's really a priority for them, but if they were to do a more realistic update, roleplay update, maybe that could be another thing they could consider. They've shown they could do that with this treadmill, right? Look, they've got drink carriers inside the treadmill, even though it is kind of stationary. You don't really have to move it too much. Yeah, it would be interesting. You can honestly put anything in these holders here. Drink holders, drink carrier. So that's number 2. Pretty quick and simple, although I talk too much for that. Number 3, now once again, I've mentioned this in a recent video actually. Functional windows, we already got a taste of that with the most recent update with the whole commercial drive-through window. I feel like that's one of their, I think those are one of the things they were definitely testing with the burger updates. But yeah, we definitely got a taste of functional windows. It's just a matter of, I'm sure they'd have to reduce so many of the current windows in the game to make sure it works well. For now we have drive-through windows and that's good enough for me, honestly. This could also just work as a tiny door, but yeah, it could be great for role plays as well for many situations. I thought I'd add it anyways. I might as well. All right, let's head in my car. Actually, I need to drive my bike. Okay, so this next one, number 4, gas stations actually having a use. Why do I look like this? Of course, I would love for the future our cars actually relied on something. I actually like the way they are. We don't have to worry about our cars and stuff. But in a way, for gameplay purposes and just might as well, I hope in the future these actual gas pumps are useful. Of course you can roleplay with them and pretend you're filling up your car with gas, but I hope for the future we'd actually have to refill our cars or motorcycle or not with actual gas. Say you're driving a bike, but you also have a gas tank meter in the corner of the screen or something to tell you how much you have. For gameplay wise and realistic update wise, I think it'd be great. I mean, as long as the gas is not crazy expensive, even though in this economy it's starting to get more expensive, I'm down. I would be down for some gameplay changes with cars to fill up the gas and stuff. And on top of that, we do have these portable gas canister tank thingies that you can buy in build mode. Maybe give those a use as well. You could bring it to the gas station and fill it up, and then whenever you're stranded, you could put it in your trunk of your car, and then you could fill it up in case you're stranded and you run out of gas and you won't be able to make it to a gas station in time. You could use that gas canister tank thingy and fill up your car that way too. I'm sure people would love just traveling in their cars without having to worry about anything, but I feel like it would teach us some sort of responsibility, especially for later on when we do have our own vehicles. As you get older, you're probably gonna have a car, right? It will teach you to manage your gas tank wisely. It would give us more of a reason to spend our money in the game. I don't know. People already hate bills, so I'm sure many people would hate having to pay money for gas, but think about it. Gameplay, realistic, maybe even roleplay wise, I think it would be a lot more interesting. But it's okay if you disagree with this one, because I'm sure many people don't want to spend their money on anything else, especially for gas, but let's just say the gas isn't that expensive. Sure, why not, right? It really depends. And they'd also have to reduce some of their cars, I think, too, because they need to add a gas tank thingy as well. So okay, moving on, let's go. I sound like a shulker box from Minecraft when I do that. If I'm like this forever, don't be surprised. I could go back to my regular form, but this is too funny. I'm a stick bug, by the way. All right, coming at number 5, campsite having its own mini revamp to include more activities or just kind of scenery upgrades. So I think I've definitely talked about this before for like future revamps or something, or future update revamps. But yeah, I mean the campsite is exactly what it is. You come here and you can sit by the campfire, roast marshmallows. No, you can't. You can't even do that anymore. I thought before you could, but you can't even do marshmallows. All you can do here is just sleep, which that's okay. You know, you can rest here too. I'm sure many of us would love for the future for this place to get a mini revamp as well. More variety of trees. I don't know if that would be laggy for people. Maybe some rentable cabins they could add. Maybe a zip line somewhere. Maybe some sort of watchtower. Maybe a lake. Just overall scenery upgrades and some more activities for us to do around here, because right now, I mean, yeah, you just sleep here and you could tell ghost stories. You can't even roast marshmallows anymore, so that's kind of out of the picture. This is perfect for role plays. This is a perfect area for role plays, but the whole rentable cabins thing would be so nice. And, you know, might as well add apartments with that too. Like, we definitely probably would love to see apartments that are like, you know, pre-decorated for us to rent out if you don't want to build a house or you're homeless or something, you know, maybe at an apartment somewhere. This is about the campgrounds. I don't know. I just wish this place was a bit more exciting. All right, on the topic of campgrounds and like sleeping elsewhere other than your house, another kind of, this is a big reach for me, and I'm hoping like in the distant future they have this. I don't think this is going to be like something anytime soon, but RV camper vans added to Bloxburg. And so if you don't know what RV is, it's just a big ol' vehicle. I'm sure most of you know what those are. You can like sleep in them because they have like their own beds. Some even have like fancy kitchens inside of them, or like people van life for a living. Like they don't live in a house, they live in their vans that come with a bunch of like features, amenities for them. And I think that would be so fun to have in Bloxburg, is not staying within your own plot, but being able to rent out a car or buy a car, an RV for you to like live in and like on the go. Like you could move anywhere you like. Honestly, you could park your RV anywhere you like and still take care of your needs. Like that's just one of the, I wouldn't say like dream updates I'd have, but it definitely is one of my dream updates, because I watch a lot of van life people and seeing their lifestyle and such, and it's really cool to see how different people live. If that were to come to Bloxburg, that'd be pretty interesting, and I would probably live like that in Bloxburg. I would just like park my car somewhere and like camp there for the day or something. Wouldn't that be great? That'd be kind of fun. Especially when people want to like live in apartments or like live in different areas of neighborhood. Like many people have been wanting to have more plots in different locations. I know many people want to live by the beach. People want to live up here near the campgrounds. Like this could open up so many opportunities. But yeah, van life would be really cool in Bloxburg. And with that RV, maybe like potentially we could decorate that ourselves. I feel like we wouldn't be able to do that. Maybe they'd have like preset RVs that are decorated already. I'm not sure really, but the bonus, and once again, this is a reach, if we could decorate the RV ourselves, like we get a limited amount of space to place furniture in. It's a dream, you know? I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it could be very difficult. All right, number 7. I've talked about this a lot and it's still not in the game yet, but cell phones. Everyone has a cell phone these days, right? I feel like it's a highly requested thing too. I don't really think about it a lot, but it would be nice to have, you know, you could whisper to people. Why not make that experience a bit more interesting with cell phones? You know, messaging people would be one of them. Have other apps within that phone, like you could set your own custom decal screensavers too. You just put in your decal ID. You could have that as your screensaver. I know Row Citizens has something like that, but yeah, I feel like Bloxburg is kind of overdue with that. You can also pay your bills on your phone if you don't want to, if you want a more interesting way of paying your bills rather than doing it within this menu here. And there could also be a banking app. I feel like a banking app would be great. We'll talk about a bank later. Just the idea of a cell phone in Bloxburg would be really interesting. Maybe you could play your free music in this game too. And if you actually use it, your character would like pull it out and like whispering people on your phone. Your character would be animated to where you're like typing or something while you're text messaging people. Yeah. Coming at number 8, a bank. Our town is ever so slowly getting revamped left and right, from certain buildings like Bloxburger, the gym getting revamped. We got a new observatory. I'm sure many people would love a bank to be added in Bloxburg. This town definitely needs more buildings. Like I'm loving the revamps that we're having, but I would love some new buildings eventually. Once again, it would be a great place for us to learn about, you know, saving our money, like depositing, withdrawing cash. You could also even have a job there as well as a bank teller. I don't know, I feel like it would be a great real life. It would be like an educational sort of update as well, because it'll teach you some responsibility with saving money. And the last thing, number 9, purchasing cars over time. So of course, there's a lot of, you know, these days there's a lot of broke people in Bloxburg and they can't afford vehicles, especially if there's going to be like new people that don't want to spend the Robux to get a starter pack or something. I feel like it would be great for us to be able to buy cars and pay it over time. Like, so let's say you purchase a car from build mode, or you purchase a car even from here. You have the option to pay it like instantly right away, or you could also have the option to pay it over time. Like, we're constantly paying our bills no matter what. Like, there's no end to bills, okay? So there could be like another one for cars, and if you don't pay your car bills, your car simply just wouldn't work. Similar to how if we don't pay our house bills, our appliances don't work. So I feel like that would be a really great thing, and once again, it'll teach us pretty much some responsibility of paying our bills on time, paying our car bills, because if you don't pay them, then you get in trouble pretty much. So I feel like that would be a great thing for new players, and kind of just as a gameplay feature in itself. And on that note, that will wrap up my top 9 future Bloxburg realistic updates I'd love to see, or even we love to see. I'm sure most of these are something you guys would be interested in as well. Maybe some are not really your cup of tea, but if you guys did enjoy this, you found it interesting in a way, make sure to leave a big old thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. Let me know what kind of realistic roleplay updates you guys would like to see in the comments below. There's definitely a lot I probably missed out on, but thank you guys for taking time to watch this, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. Please let me live out my van life dream in Bloxburg. I would definitely not be at my house plot. I would just go park my car at the beach and live there or something.